How to use Contabo Custom Dashboard. Hello everybody and welcome to this video. Today we're going to explore Contabo's Custom Dashboard, which is a powerful tool for managing your hosting services. So if you're someone who's a beginner or somebody who's really experienced in all of this guide is going to help you guys regardless, and it's going to help you navigate through the features efficiently. So before we begin, keep in mind that Contabo is a hosting provider that offers various services like VPS and multiple other different dedicated servers. Their custom dashboard really simplifies server management. So let's get into it. Head over to your web browser and type in Contabo. You're going to click onto the first link, that is contabo.com, which is going to lead you to this website. And here, the very first thing is like a bit about their pricing range. It offers you multiple different pricing ranges from storage VPS 1 to 3, 4, 5, and 6, each being upgrading with the amount of storage that you require. This is about 4.5 euros per month, scaling up to 9.5, 14, 26, 33, and 61.5. This one is for 2 VPCU cores, 3 GB RAM, 800 GB SSD cards, and 32 terabytes of traffic. An interesting thing I notice here is that all of these plans have 32 terabytes of traffic. But the thing that keeps changing is CPU core, the RAM, and the SSD stuff. So this is pretty cool. And there are also multiple different other things that you get with your storage VPS. There's lots of SSD storage, a lot of traffic, provisioning in minutes actually, always on DDoS protection, IPv4 and IPv6 addresses. So this is it. Now let's head over to creating our account on Contabo. So now for the next step, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to select any of these. I'm going to select this one, this pricing plan, and then we're going to see what are the basic initial requirements I would need to fill in to log in. Alright, so you can select your term length for a month, or you could switch that up to 3 months, 6 months, as well as a year. So the thing with having an yearly term length is that you have 0 startup fee, but however you do have a startup fee, which is 4.5 and 3.4 for 3 months and 2.25. As you see, it gets reduced the more longer your term is. That means for the setup fee, which is a one-time fee, it's 4.5 if I set it up just for a month. If I set it up for over a year, all I have to pay is 4.5 monthly, which calculates up to 54 euros. Then next up is for you to choose your region. You can have European Union. Let's just say in Germany, I don't have to pay any extra amount, because in Australia I'd have to pay 1.9. Then there's in Asian countries, it's about like 2.25 more. Let's just move with this one. And then this is the operating system you're going to use. If you have a different operating system, you might have to pay more or less depending upon the OS that you're using. And then this is your login and password for your server. You can simply generate a new password or enter any valid password. I'll just simply generate one and copy this one to your clipboard, so you can use this later on to control your SSH keys and add them into your customer control panel later on whenever you need it. Now, as for networking, one IP address is free. This is the bandwidth, which is 32 terabytes out plus unlimited in, and there's no private networking. You can change that to private networking enabled, but that is going to cost you about 2.29 euros extra, but we'll just skip that part. And then you can also request multiple different IPs, one free IP and one additional IP. Once again, that also has extra charges, and it is 3.5 euros. Let's just stick with the free one for now. And these are the other add-ons that you can have: backup space, maybe like 100 GB more or 2 terabytes more. And once again, this is like pretty self-explanatory, but add-ons are going to have extra charges. Now, in case of server management, these are basically stuff that you would need, let's just say, to have self-managed servers that you don't have to regularly look into. This is unmanaged, which is free, but if you need your servers to be managed and automated regularly, you'll have to pay about like 110 extra euros for that. And for the SSL, you can have a SSL certificate or wildcard. The thing with SSL is that you have certificate authority, which is valid for like 12 months, and they must be renewed every year. You're just gonna have like a domain of your own, and it's gonna like give you subdomains as well. So after placing the order, Contabo's technicians will be there to help you with the SSL certificate. Now once you click on next, it is going to take you to the next place, which is for you to log in. Let's just say if you're not logged in, all you have to do is enter in your email address and your password and just simply sign in. This is me going ahead with the ordering and paying. Next up, you'll have to enter in your confirmation and payment details. So after you're done with that, you'll have to simply head over to my.contabo.com, where you will have to simply log into your account. You can see I am logged into my account already, and this is how the dashboard looks like. There's your services, customer details, API, custom images, object storage, private networking, unpaid orders, data processing agreement, billing, payment methods, and so much more. This is like the hub where all the action takes place, and this is called your control panel. The dashboard is pretty, I would say, it's not up to the mark and it's not that intuitive to use, but it gets the job done. Like the interface is not that trendy or not, too out there, but it really does get the job done. So despite your dashboard not being that intuitive or that colorful, it is pretty neatly organized regardless. You have all of your functionalities stacked up right here into this left-hand side. Once I click on your services, I am gonna be led to the customer details as well. Here, basically, I can set up and change in my details and whatnot. Now once I go onto API, so here into the API section is where your basic data is stored. You can regenerate your client secret or regenerate a different SP API password and change it anytime. Onto the your services area is where your server is going to show up. As of now, I've not filled in my payment information, so I've not currently bought any of the servers, but it would be showed up right here. Any of the IP addresses or servers that you're currently working on, they're going to be showed up right here into your services. Now let's head on to API. Oh, we already covered that. Let's move to the custom images. Here, there are no custom images, but if you'd like to have a custom image, you can simply click here to order. You can order the custom image right here, and your custom images are going to be generated, but they're going to cost you about 1.19 euros per month. If you agree to that, you can simply click yes. If not, you can click on no. But yes, this comes off with the price. These are standard images that they offer. There's image names like this one. These are all for Linux operating system, and they've been uploaded quite a while ago. Now onto the object storage. Here we can add additional storage and also create backups and monitor disk usage. Contabo really provides flexible storage solutions to accommodate all of your growing needs. To access this existing object storage, we'll just simply have to click on Order New Storage and we'll get a password link. So just simply click on Send Password Link and you're going to get that password link into your email. And with that being said, you can just simply order in more object storage. Now moving on to private networking. Here is where we're gonna, configure our network configuration. Here we can, set up all the network settings for our servers. These, would include basically, setting up the IP addresses, managing your firewalls, and also monitoring network traffic. You can see there's nothing showing up for me as of now because I have not, paid for any of the service as of now. But if you have, it's just simply gonna show up a drop down of all the firewalls, addresses, and network trafficking. Moving on to the unpaid orders, I think there are no unpaid orders as of now. But yeah, now this is the data processing agreement. Here where I don't have any DPA for any of my Contabo subscriptions because I don't have any subscriptions, but you can simply click on create a new data processing agreement to create one and utilize all the services that you've booked with Contabo. Next up is the billing, which I'm sure is just about the basic billing of your account or renewal of any of your services or, reminders about renewing and whatnot. Now on to server control is where you manage all of your servers. Here you can view which of your servers are active, their statuses, and the resource usage. And this is like, if you have any servers, I don't have any, but you can simply click on see all dedicated server models. So you'll have like an idea of all the sampled dedicated servers that actually work on Contabo. There's multiple different ones. There's separate pricing for each one of them as well. But yeah, this is just going to help you restart, reinstall the operating system, and access any and every server console. Moving on to the VDS control and VPS control. Let's move on. We don't have any VDS control, but this is like a virtual dedicated server to, experience high performing with quick provisioning. You can also look into all the VDS models that they offer. Once again, they're gonna show you different VDS models depending upon different pricing range that they offer. You see there's one with 3 physical cores, 4 physical cores, 6, 8, going all the way up to 12 physical cores. Now, with that being done, let's move on to the VPS control. We also don't have any VPSs, but you can start off by controlling all of your VPSs from just 4.50 per month, and you can look into all those VPS models by simply clicking on see all VPS models. Now this is the IP management, where you manage all of your IP addresses and the current servers that you're working on. Currently, I think they're gradually changing their network setup to a new configuration, so it's going to take a while for the additional IP address to be shown up. Next, right here is the operating system reinstalls. This is where any of your reinstalls for any of the operating systems are going to show up. There are no installation jobs available as of now, but here you can view all the statuses from pending to all the way till finished. And this is DNS zone management. Here you can manage any of the DNS zones for all of your domains. They can show up as domain.com or domain.net or anything that you would like your domain to look up as. You can just enter in your domain and target the IP address. This is none as of now because we don't have any, and simply click on create zone. And that creates a new DNS zone for you. Now, this is the reverse DNS management. Here you can add PTR record for an IPv6 address. You'll just have to enter in your IPv6 address and the PTR record to create a new record for both of them. Moving on, these are like the support, tutorials, and FAQ in case you need some help. So there's like dedicated help center by Contabo, and there's tutorials on how to use it. And these are also like the FAQs, the basic questions asked. And this is like the new order, which is about the VPS, storage VPS, VDS, object storage, servers, outlet servers, web page package, and any of the domains. These are just like the basic, links to the most commonly asked or used websites. Now, Contabo's custom dashboard really streamlines server management, making it such a user-friendly for both beginners and advanced users. This platform allows you to take advantage of its intuitive interface to really oversee all the control you can have on your hosting environment. So this is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys find this video helpful. Be sure to leave a like, comment down below if you have any queries, and yes, until next time.